What's going on, guys? It's Zach. We're back. Week 9, the last week of this mesocycle. Man, it's flown by. I can't believe it's week 9 already. So this is going to be the last full week of training before I do a much needed deload, and then possibly come in, hit some maxes, see where we're at, and kind of go from there, building the next mesocycle. I think I'm gonna go with more of a hypertrophy mesocycle this next one around. This was more of a strength block. It's been awesome. I'm really happy with where my strength is at, especially considering my body weight. My body weight has only gone up like 3 or 4 pounds since we started this cycle, which is not as high as I wanted it to be, but it's still good that it's going up, and it's going up slowly. Not adding too much body fat. So really psyched that the strength is at a good level. So you saw it right there, bench press 235, and was going for the 4th rep, and just kind of tweaked the elbow, the tricep a little bit on the way down, and decided just to rack it, and kind of scared Felicia, I think, a little bit. But the first 3 reps felt really good. And that 4th one I just kind of felt like some pulling in my triceps, so I just racked it just to be safe. Went from there to overhead press, and the elbow, the tricep was feeling a little bit better overhead pressing on this day. Here's 135, my top set, and man, that first one was such a grinder. And I don't know, I think I just misgrooved it, but got my head right at the top of that rep and busted out I think 4 right here, which is I think I hit 4 last week too. So that's promising. I'm hoping to hit, once I do this deload, I'm hoping to hit like a 150 OHP single. But we'll see. It's feeling good. OHP is tough. It's sometimes you're feeling really good. I'm thinking with the deload, I'll be rested, and my elbows will be feeling a lot better. But dropped it back down to 105 and just getting some working sets in, just working on the form, really trying to drive my head through. And with that first rep of that 135, what happened was I pushed it like straight up, and instead of pushing it up and back. And so, you really want to push up and back and drive your head through, and engage those traps when you're doing this movement. Engage the traps and the glutes. The secret is the glutes. Engage those glutes. Moving on to deadlift. So deadlift on this day was feeling okay. Busted out 390 for a set of 6, and it felt good. Didn't feel as explosive as it had felt, and I said the same thing last week. Didn't feel as explosive, but I think that's just me accumulating fatigue, and not really being able to be 100%. But still decided to move it up. I was getting peer pressured into doing some heavy weight, so went to 410, hit that. Not as fast as I have hit it before. 435, same thing, not quite as fast, but decided to bump it up to 455. And it's a little bit of a grinder, but no hitch or anything, and pretty psyched about that. I mean, I've hit 455 one other time, probably a little bit less than a year ago. I hit 455 at like 190. So to hit 455 around 175 is awesome. And it felt really good. It felt, as soon as I got it off the ground, I felt my hamstrings engage. I felt like I was pulling it with my hamstrings. I do have like some thoracic, some upper back rounding, which is fine. For me, that works. For some people, when they round their upper back, they will round their lower back as well if they're not conscious of it. But for me, my lower back felt great. My lower back maintained a neutral position, and I can round that upper back and still be able to drive and pull the weight up. So it felt good. Moving on to bench. Here's 235 for my top set. Hit this for a triple. Felt all right. Nothing crazy. Decided to hit 245 I was supposed to hit 250, but I must have messed up. But that move's pretty slow. Just getting the weight in the hands there is a good thing, but kind of a frustrating week bench-wise this week. But hopefully I'll take the deload, really make sure that I do some rehab work on the elbow. I've been doing some voodoo flossing. Not enough though. I really got to do it. I got to do it like every day in order for it to be effective, and I haven't been doing that. So gotta get back on the voodoo flossing. I gotta get back on doing my left shoulder rotator cuff work. I've been doing a lot of, and I showed you guys this once. I've been doing a lot of trap work, a lot of mid back work, working on maintaining a retracted scapula in the bench position. So that's going to be, I really need to work that in next hypertrophy cycle. Hypertrophy cycle or strength cycle, I really need to work that in, that kind of stuff, that small stuff in, and make sure I'm getting it done. It's tough when you got these little, you got these little tiny things that you gotta like work into your program, and you kind of don't write them down. You just know that you have to do them in the back of your mind, and you gotta keep yourself accountable, because just doing it week after week after week, it's gonna build up, and you're gonna see the effects of that down the road. And if you don't do it, you're risking injury, and you're never gonna fix the problem. So just really gotta make sure to do it. Moving on to squats, and this is Wednesday, and these actually felt good. I was surprised. I went in and kind of figured I was going to be pretty sore from that max deadlift set on Monday, but felt pretty good. 370. I wanted to hit it I would have liked to hit it for 4 or 5 like I did last Friday, but I think I only got 3 or 4. We'll see right here. But was feeling good. Wasn't as sore. Last week on Wednesday I had that sticking point kind of really high out of the squat, and I kind of felt that today. But this is rep 3. I think they all move so much faster in the video. I specifically remember that rep because Herb walked behind me, and I was like, oh geez, here comes Herb trying to mess with me or some shit. But yeah, so busted that out for 4. Decided to move up, go up to 390. Was just planning on hitting a single, but that moves well. It's weird because like I say this like consistently, but when I get more weight on my back, I don't know if it's a distribution thing, like a weight balance distribution thing, but it feels it feels better. It feels better as I get up past that 350 mark, 390, up into the 400s. It starts to feel better. I don't know if it's because I'm more conscious of, really screwing my feet into the ground and my balance and everything, but balance in the squat is so important. You want to be balanced right over the top of the middle of your foot, and some people end up being too far back on their heels, too far forward on their toes. You want to be right in that middle ground in order to utilize both your quads and your hamstrings maximally. So here's dropping it down to 280, doing some pause deadlift. I always do that, pause. I always say pause deadlift, so I mean pause squats, and these are just brutal. Awesome to add in. But that's gonna do it for this week's video, guys. I did not squat on Friday. I had some stuff I had to take care of, so that's it for this week. Deload week next week. Really looking forward to it. I'm probably gonna do a deload video. I'll talk a little bit about what I'm gonna do and how I go about my deloads. If you guys are interested in that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.